Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at the top 5 most expensive Australian 20-cent coins, small pieces of change that could actually be worth a big fortune. Some of these coins, depending on their year, condition, and rarity, have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's auction market. So, grab your coin jar and let's get started. First up, the 20-cent Australian 1968 coin stands as a shining symbol of Australia's early decimal coinage era, representing craftsmanship, history, and timeless national identity. This coin, though often found in circulated condition, carries immense collector appeal due to its age, design, and importance in the timeline of Australian currency. The 1968 issue marks only the third year after the nation transitioned from pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal system in 1966, a transformation that reshaped Australia's financial landscape forever. For collectors and enthusiasts today, the 1968 20-cent coin is not merely a piece of metal. It is a living piece of Australian history with growing value and global recognition. The history of the 1968 20-cent coin begins during an era of change and national pride. The decimal system was introduced on the 14th of February, 1966, a day known as C-Day, when Australia officially moved to a modern, simplified currency system. The new coins reflected the country's identity, featuring distinctive native designs that celebrated the nation's natural beauty. By 1968, the Royal Australian Mint had perfected its production process, issuing coins of exceptional quality and durability. These coins circulated widely, becoming part of everyday life, while subtly representing the progress and unity of a nation embracing the future. The obverse of the 1968 20-cent coin features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This effigy, showing the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, is one of the most graceful royal portraits ever placed on Australian coinage. Its fine detail and polished finish demonstrate the Mint's commitment to artistry and excellence. On the reverse side, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, lies one of Australia's most beloved coin designs, the platypus swimming gracefully through rippled water. This image captures both movement and serenity, making it one of the most iconic and visually stunning designs in Australia's entire coin series. The 1968 20-cent coin, even in circulated condition, displays remarkable durability. The coin was struck in copper-nickel, a composition chosen for its strength and resistance to corrosion. Over the decades, these coins have acquired a soft patina, a natural result of age and circulation that adds to their character and authenticity. Every mark, every hint of toning, tells a story of a coin that has journeyed through time and countless hands, from the late 1960s shops to the modern collector's showcase. Far from being a flaw, the aged appearance of circulated coins enhances their charm and historical depth. What truly makes the 1968 20-cent coin unique is its place in the early decimal series. It represents the beginning of modern Australian coinage and embodies the design principles that would define a new era. Unlike later issues, the 1968 coin features subtle design details that reflect early minting precision and care. The platypus design, with its intricate water ripples and fine texture, showcases the artistic excellence of Stuart Devlin, who was celebrated worldwide as the goldsmith of the Queen. Each coin was carefully crafted, ensuring that even a small piece like this carried national pride and beauty. The rarity of the 1968 20-cent coin is another reason it stands out in today's numismatic market. While it was produced in large numbers initially, many have been lost, damaged, or withdrawn from circulation over the decades. Coins from the late 1960s have become increasingly difficult to find in good condition, especially those retaining clear design details and natural luster. Collectors now regard this coin as a key piece for completing early decimal collections, and demand continues to rise as awareness of its historical importance spreads across Australia and beyond. Condition plays a major role in the value of the 1968 20-cent coin. Even circulated examples hold significant appeal due to their age and design quality. Coins that show the platypus clearly, with visible water ripples and sharp lettering, are particularly admired. The obverse detail of Queen Elizabeth II also adds to its collectible charm. Coins with minimal surface wear or strong rim edges attract higher interest. Many collectors appreciate the circulated look, as it gives the coin a natural, aged character that connects directly to Australia's cultural and economic story. The collector demand for the 1968 20-cent coin remains strong and continues to grow in the modern market. Coin shows, auctions, and online trading platforms frequently feature this coin, often drawing enthusiastic bids from both new and experienced collectors. Its historical relevance, artistic excellence, and age make it a standout among 20-cent pieces. For investors, the 1968 issue also holds promising potential as part of a long-term numismatic portfolio. As early decimal coins appreciate in value, pieces like this one are viewed as foundational investments with strong upside potential. In the current market, circulated 1968 20-cent coins can range in value from a few dollars to well over $30 depending on condition, toning, and visual appeal. Coins in uncirculated or proof-like condition can command significantly higher prices, especially if well-preserved. What makes this coin particularly interesting is its affordability and accessibility. It offers new collectors a chance to own a historically important piece without needing a large investment. Yet, because of its age and design, its potential future appreciation remains high. The artistry of the 1968 20-cent coin continues to inspire admiration among numismatists and designers alike. Stuart Devlin's platypus design is not only visually appealing but symbolically powerful. The platypus, unique to Australia, represents adaptability, mystery, and natural beauty, qualities that mirror the nation itself. Devlin's attention to realism and flow gives this coin an almost lifelike quality, as though the platypus is gliding effortlessly through time. Collectors often describe it as one of the most beautifully balanced designs ever struck on Australian coinage. For collectors who wish to preserve their 1968 20-cent coins, proper care is essential. These coins should be stored in dry, cool environments using non-PVC holders or capsules to prevent tarnishing. Cleaning should always be avoided, as it can damage the surface and reduce collector value. Instead, allowing the coin's natural patina to shine through helps maintain its authenticity and historical essence. Over time, a well-preserved coin becomes a cherished artifact, a timeless keepsake passed down through generations. The excitement surrounding the 1968 20-cent coin in today's action market is driven by its combination of rarity, history, and visual excellence. Collectors recognize it as a cornerstone of Australia's decimal heritage, a coin that captures the spirit of innovation and national pride from the late 1960s. Every year, its desirability grows, and finding a well-kept example has become a thrilling experience for enthusiasts worldwide. Next up, the 20-cent Australian 1982 coin is a shining piece of Australia's decimal currency history, a coin that has grown in both value and prestige over the decades. This coin, now over 40 years old, represents a period of strength and refinement in Australian minting. In very good condition, the 1982 20-cent coin carries both numismatic beauty and collector appeal, standing today as a rare and increasingly sought-after piece in the Australian coin market. Its bold design, strong metallic composition, and cultural significance have made it a favorite among collectors who appreciate coins with character, age, and national identity. The history of the 1982 20-cent coin takes us back to an era when Australia's decimal currency was firmly established and circulating widely across the nation. By the early 1980s, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra had become recognized internationally for its precision and artistry. The 20-cent coin, introduced in 1966, was already a familiar denomination to Australians, a coin that perfectly balanced practicality with aesthetic appeal. The 1982 issue continued this proud tradition, showcasing the craftsmanship of Australian coinage during a period of economic growth and confidence. On the obverse of the 1982 coin rests the beautifully detailed portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This effigy of the Queen, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. It is a timeless design that captures dignity and grace, representing the enduring connection between Australia and the Crown. The fine engraving and smooth fields of this portrait stand out beautifully, especially when preserved in very good condition. Even after decades of circulation, the Queen's image remains crisp and elegant, a testament to the high minting standards of the Royal Australian Mint. The reverse design, created by the renowned Australian artist Stuart Devlin, features one of the nation's most iconic animals, the platypus. Known for his ability to combine natural realism with artistic motion, Devlin's design depicts the platypus gliding through rippling water. The intricate wave patterns and the smooth curves of the animal's body make this one of the most visually striking designs in Australian numismatics. The platypus was chosen to represent the 20-cent denomination because of its uniqueness and mystery, a truly Australian creature unlike any other in the world. What makes the 1982 20-cent coin stand out is its blend of traditional craftsmanship and historical importance. Although millions were minted for circulation, finding a coin today in very good or higher condition is becoming increasingly rare. Most examples have endured decades of daily use, developing software and subtle toning. However, those coins that retain strong definition in the Queen's portrait and the platypus design are considered premium finds. These well-preserved pieces not only showcase the skill of Australian minting, but also hold a special place in the hearts of collectors who value authenticity and age. The 1982 coin also holds importance because it represents the last full year before a shift in Australia's economy and coin production patterns. Throughout the early 1980s, the Royal Australian Mint refined its minting technologies, leading to cleaner strikes and better metal consistency. Coins like the 1982 issue bridge the gap between traditional handcrafting and modern minting precision. Each coin carries a piece of that evolution, making it both a historical artifact and a collector's gem. In terms of rarity, the 1982 20-cent coin is becoming harder to find in pristine or very good condition due to natural attrition and withdrawal from circulation. Many coins from this year have been lost, damaged, or heavily worn, which increases demand for those that remain visually appealing. Collectors often seek out these early 1980s coins to complete their decimal collections or to hold as investment pieces that may grow in value over time. The combination of age, history, and design beauty ensures that the 1982 20-cent coin remains in steady demand across coin fairs and online auctions alike. Condition plays a vital role in determining the value of the 1982 20-cent coin. In circulated but very good condition, it often retains clear definition in both major designs and a bright metallic sheen with minimal discoloration. The subtle silver-gray hue of copper-nickel alloy enhances the overall appeal, giving the coin a clean and attractive look even after decades of handling. Collectors particularly admire examples with smooth edges, legible lettering, and minimal surface damage, as these features indicate careful preservation over time. In the current collector's market, the 1982 20-cent coin can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to upwards of $40 depending on its condition, tone, and presentation. Exceptionally well-preserved examples with full detail or proof-like surfaces can sell for higher values, especially when verified by numismatic graders. The market trend for early decimal coins continues to rise as collectors realize the long-term significance of these pieces. With each passing year, coins like the 1982 issue become scarcer in higher grades, further enhancing their collectible and investment appeal. Collectors who focus on building sets of Australian 20-cent coins recognize the 1982 piece as essential. It represents not only the artistry of Stuart Devlin, but also the historical moment when Australian coinage matured into one of the most respected in the world. Its durability and timeless design make it a strong foundation coin for any collection. Whether displayed in albums or sealed in protective capsules, the 1982 20-cent coin maintains its luster as a true symbol of Australian identity. For those looking to preserve their 1982 20-cent coins, proper care is key. It is always best to store these coins in dry, temperature-stable environments, ideally inside coin holders that prevent oxidation. Cleaning should be avoided to maintain the natural patina and authenticity that collectors value. The coin's aged beauty and light toning tell a story, one that reflects its journey through decades of Australian history. With proper storage, these coins will continue to increase in both aesthetic and market value. The 1982 20-cent coin continues to hold a strong presence in today's action market due to its blend of accessibility, artistry, and heritage. Collectors see it as a coin that bridges the golden age of Australian minting with the modern era of numismatics. Its design never loses appeal, and its connection to the early days of decimal currency ensures lasting interest and admiration. Even in very good circulated condition, it stands out as a collectible treasure with real historical and monetary worth. The 20-cent Australian 1982 coin is a classic of the nation's coinage, a coin that combines elegance, durability, and national pride in every detail. With its timeless platypus design, royal portrait, and growing rarity, it has earned its place as one of the standout pieces of Australian decimal history. In very good condition, it shines with both heritage and value, proving that even everyday coins can become priceless symbols of a nation's story. For collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 1982 20-cent coin is not just currency, it's a cherished piece of Australian legacy. Next up, the 20-cent Australian 1976 coin stands as one of the most intriguing pieces of Australian decimal coinage, a coin that reflects the nation's rich heritage and evolving minting history. Though originally minted for everyday use, This coin has become a prized treasure among collectors today. Even in rusty, circulated condition, the 1976 20-cent coin carries a distinct aura of age, character, and authenticity that collectors deeply value. It represents not only an important period in Australian history, but also a turning point in the artistry and precision of the Royal Australian Mint's production standards. Today, this coin is recognized in the numismatic market for its rarity, historical importance, and rising dollar value. The history of the 1976 20-cent coin begins a decade after Australia introduced its decimal currency system in 1966. The 1970s were years of strong national identity and pride, and Australia's coins reflected that through their detailed artistry and durable design. The Royal Australian Mint, located in Canberra, was still refining its production quality, ensuring each coin symbolized the growing sophistication of Australian coinage. The 1976 issue continued the proud legacy of the 20-cent denomination, a coin valued for its balance between daily utility and fine craftsmanship. It circulated widely across the nation during an era of cultural and economic development, becoming a silent witness to countless Australian transactions. On the obverse of the 1976 20-cent coin is the beautifully crafted effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the celebrated British sculptor Arnold Machin. This portrait, used from 1966 through 1984, is one of the most iconic royal depictions in Australian history. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a symbol of grace and authority. Even on coins that have seen heavy circulation, the strength of Machin's design remains clear. The 1976 issue proudly carries this timeless portrait, serving as a bridge between Australia's modern democratic spirit and its Commonwealth heritage. The reverse design of the coin is equally captivating. Designed by the famous Australian artist and goldsmith Stuart Devlin, the 20-cent coin showcases one of the country's most beloved native animals, the platypus. Devlin's artistic brilliance shines through in the lifelike motion of the platypus as it swims gracefully through rippling water. The sense of movement and natural beauty captured in this design is unmatched, and it quickly became one of the most admired coin reverses in the world. The platypus was chosen not just for its uniqueness, but also because it embodies the essence of Australia, rare, distinctive, and unlike anything found elsewhere. What makes the 1976 coin truly special is its age and originality. After nearly 5 decades, every piece that remains in circulation carries its own individual charm. A coin with rusty or aged tones is not considered flawed. Instead, it is seen as a historical artifact that tells a story. These natural tones of oxidation add character, creating a rustic aesthetic that gives the coin personality and depth. Collectors often prefer coins that show honest age rather than artificial polish, as it captures the genuine journey of the coin through Australia's past. The rarity of the 1976 20-cent coin is steadily increasing. While millions were produced for circulation, very few have survived in collectible condition after years of use and environmental exposure. Coins with strong design details, especially visible queen portraits and clear platypus lines, are now highly sought after. The attrition of time has made these coins less common in high grades, and even those with minor rusting or color change hold strong value due to their authenticity and vintage charm. The 1976 issue has become a sleeper coin in the market, often overlooked but rising rapidly in desirability among seasoned collectors. Collectors and numismatists now regard the 1976 20-cent piece as a coin worth holding for its long-term potential. It represents a moment in Australia's coinage history when traditional minting methods met the new age of machine precision. Every curve, wave, and ripple on this coin carries artistic and technical excellence, which only becomes more admired as the years pass. The blend of craftsmanship and rarity gives it a powerful position in today's collectible market, making it one of the more valuable and historically appealing coins from the 1970s era. Condition plays a vital role in defining its worth. A circulated but very good or lightly rusty 1976 coin can still retain strong aesthetic appeal. When the details of the platypus are visible and the surface maintains some shine beneath the patina, collectors see real potential. This rusty charm, is a natural protective layer that proves authenticity and age, making the coin stand out in its natural form. Such coins, especially those with minimal wear on the obverse and reverse designs, can achieve premium values when sold or auctioned. In today's collector market, the 1976 20-cent coin can fetch prices ranging from several dollars to over $50 depending on condition, tone, and rarity of detail. Exceptional examples in very fine or uncirculated grades can climb even higher, particularly when they show original mint luster or unusual coloring. Collectors view these coins as affordable entry points into serious numismatics, while also holding long-term appreciation potential. The demand for vintage decimal coins continues to surge, as enthusiasts seek coins that embody both national heritage and investment appeal. For coin enthusiasts, the 1976 20-cent coin serves as a cornerstone piece when building a complete decimal collection. It holds a significant place not only because of its design, but also because it captures the essence of 1970s Australia: bold, natural, and enduring. When displayed alongside other 20-cent issues, the 1976 coin often stands out due to its aged beauty and subtle toning. It represents an authentic slice of history that new generations of collectors can appreciate and treasure. Collectors looking to preserve this coin should take simple precautions to protect it from further corrosion or damage. Storing it in a cool, dry place, ideally within coin holders or display cases, can prevent oxidation from progressing. Gentle handling with gloves or soft fabric is also recommended to maintain the coin's surface integrity. Overcleaning or polishing is strongly discouraged since it removes the natural patina that contributes to the coin's historical and monetary appeal. Today, the 1976 20-cent coin remains a star in the numismatic market, a coin that perfectly combines age, artistry, and authenticity. Its timeless platypus design, historical background, and growing rarity make it a conversation piece among collectors and investors alike. Even in rusty, circulated condition, it holds undeniable charm and historical significance, proving that beauty and value can exist beyond perfection. The continued rise in collector demand has transformed this once common coin into a piece of true Australian treasure. The 1976 Australian 20-cent coin is more than a piece of metal. It's a living fragment of Australia's story. It celebrates craftsmanship, resilience, and national pride, embodying the strength and uniqueness of Australian culture. Next up, the 20-cent Australian 1977 coin stands as a proud symbol of Australia's rich numismatic heritage, a true classic from the golden age of Australian decimal coinage. Even in dirty circulated condition, this coin carries undeniable charm and historical importance. Each mark, tone, and speck of age adds to its story, making it a coin with genuine character and authenticity. It's a coin that reflects the era it came from, the late 1970s, a time of strong national pride, economic transition, and the continued evolution of Australia's modern identity. Today, collectors across Australia and beyond are rediscovering the beauty and rarity of the 1977 20-cent coin, especially as its value rises sharply in today's action-packed coin market. The history of the 1977 20-cent coin begins more than a decade after the introduction of decimal currency in 1966. During this time, the Royal Australian Mint was refining its production quality, creating coins that were both functional for daily trade and artistically appealing for national representation. The 20-cent coin quickly became a cornerstone of Australian commerce, a denomination that millions of Australians handled every day. Yet, behind its practicality was a masterpiece of design and craftsmanship that has stood the test of time. The 1977 issue, in particular, is remembered for its fine detailing and consistent minting, making it a favorite among coin enthusiasts and investors today. On the obverse side of the 1977 coin is the regal effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait captures Her Majesty wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a symbol of tradition and grace. The fine craftsmanship of Machin's design gives the coin a sense of dignity and timeless appeal. Even on coins that have been circulated and show signs of age, the royal portrait retains its beauty, creating a fascinating contrast between elegance and endurance. It's this lasting detail that has made the Mackin portrait series among the most respected and beloved coinage designs in Commonwealth history. Turning to the reverse, we find one of Australia's most famous coin designs, the platypus, created by the renowned artist Stuart Devlin. The platypus, a creature unique to Australia, is depicted gracefully swimming through rippling water, a design that captures motion and life with remarkable artistry. Devlin's work symbolizes Australia's deep connection with its native wildlife and natural environment. Every line, every ripple, and every curve on the coin tells the story of an artist who understood the heart of his country. The 1977 coin carries this stunning design proudly, making it a timeless piece of art in the palm of your hand. What makes the 1977 20-cent coin truly stand out is not only its design, but also its condition and scarcity in high quality today. Over 4 decades of circulation have reduced the number of well-preserved examples, making coins that still show clear detail increasingly valuable. Even those in dirty or aged condition are now prized by collectors because they represent originality and historical authenticity. The dirt and patina that naturally develop over time serve as evidence of the coin's genuine age and journey through Australian life. Many collectors prefer this natural look, as it gives the coin a distinctive character that polished pieces simply cannot match. The rarity of the 1977 20-cent coin has grown steadily over the years. While it was produced in large quantities, the survival rate of coins in collectible condition has sharply declined. Everyday use, environmental wear, and the passage of time have made it uncommon to find coins with strong detail, especially in the platypus design and queen's effigy. This rarity has directly influenced the coin's market value, with collectors and investors eagerly seeking well-detailed examples from this year. In auctions and private sales, the 1977 20-cent coin consistently attracts attention due to its rising status as a vintage Australian collectible. Collectors appreciate that each 1977 coin tells its own story. Some show signs of heavy use from decades of circulation, while others have retained a surprising level of detail. Coins that have aged naturally, developing darker tones or a dirty surface, often display a rustic beauty that can't be replicated. These features make every 1977 coin unique, adding emotional and historical value alongside its financial worth. Whether found in an old coin jar, a family collection, or a market stall, each discovery brings a sense of excitement, the feeling of holding a real piece of Australia's living history. In terms of collector demand, the 1977 20-cent coin has seen a surge in interest, particularly among those building complete sets of Australian decimal coins. The combination of its iconic design, age, and steadily increasing scarcity makes it a must-have piece. Enthusiasts value it for its classic artistry, while investors see it as a stable, long-term asset in the numismatic world. The strong global market for Australian coins has only amplified its importance, with demand growing from collectors in Europe, North America, and Asia who admire the uniqueness of Australian wildlife-themed designs. In the current coin market, the 1977 20-cent coin holds impressive value depending on its grade and eye appeal. Dirty circulated examples can sell for several dollars, while well-preserved coins in very fine or extremely fine condition can fetch prices in the $30 to $80 range or even higher at specialized auctions. Particularly attractive examples with strong detail and natural toning can command a premium. As vintage decimal coins continue to rise in popularity, this coin's value trajectory remains on an upward path, making it both a sentimental and financially rewarding collectible. For collectors aiming to preserve the beauty and integrity of their 1977 20-cent coins, proper care is essential. Coins should be stored in dry, clean environments away from humidity and air exposure to prevent further corrosion. Gentle handling using cotton gloves is also recommended to maintain surface quality. Importantly, the coin should not be aggressively cleaned, as doing so can erase natural patina and reduce its collector value. The beauty of a dirty or toned 1977 coin lies in its authenticity. Every mark tells the story of a nation's economic and cultural journey. The 1977 20-cent coin is more than just currency. It is a reflection of Australia's spirit and resilience. It represents a time when craftsmanship and national identity were seamlessly united in design. The platypus, an emblem of nature's ingenuity, continues to symbolize Australia's uniqueness, while the Queen's portrait connects the coin to a shared Commonwealth legacy. Together, they make this coin not only a piece of metal but a masterpiece of meaning. The 1977 Australian 20-cent coin stands as a treasured collectible that continues to rise in prestige and value. It is a coin of art, history, and emotion, a timeless symbol of Australian excellence in coinage. Even in dirty circulated condition, it carries immense character, showing that true value often lies beneath the surface. As the years pass, this remarkable coin continues to capture hearts, inspire collectors, and shine brightly in the world of numismatics. The 1977 20-cent coin remains a genuine Australian gem, a testament to the enduring legacy of quality, artistry, and national pride. Next up, the 1967 Australian 20-cent coin stands as one of the earliest and most historically significant coins in the nation's decimal currency era. As one of the first 20-cent pieces ever produced after the 1966 decimal changeover, it represents the foundation of Australia's modern coinage system. Even in circulated condition, the 1967 coin holds an incredible sense of national pride and heritage. Its beauty, craftsmanship, and age make it a true icon among collectors. Today, this remarkable coin has become a star attraction in the rare coin market, drawing strong interest and impressive value due to its originality and connection to a key period in Australian monetary history. The story of the 1967 20-cent coin begins just 1 year after Australia made its historic transition from pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal system. The shift in 1966 was one of the biggest financial transformations in Australian history, and by 1967, the Royal Australian Mint was working to perfect the new coinage. The 20-cent coin was designed to replace the old florin and became one of the most frequently used denominations in everyday trade. The coins of 1967 symbolize progress, unity, and modernity, values that shaped the identity of the new Australia emerging in the late 1960s. On the obverse side of the 1967 coin, we find a stunning portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by British sculptor Arnold Machin. This design, known for its elegance and precision, depicts the young queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The engraving exudes grace and power, capturing both tradition and freshness. Even in circulated condition, this portrait remains a testament to the high-quality minting standards of the time. It reflects the enduring bond between Australia and the Commonwealth, while also standing as a symbol of stability during a period of national change. The reverse of the 1967 20-cent coin features one of the most beloved Australian designs, the iconic platypus by artist Stuart Devlin. The image of this unique animal, gracefully gliding through water, captures the spirit of Australia's natural beauty. Devlin's design is both artistic and deeply symbolic, representing the nation's distinct wildlife and its harmony with the environment. The platypus design has since become one of the most recognizable and celebrated motifs in Australian coinage, admired for its lifelike detail and elegant composition. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1967 issue is that it was minted not only in Australia but also in London, England, to help meet production demand during the early years of decimal coinage. This dual minting adds an intriguing layer of collectability to the coin, as certain varieties can be identified by subtle differences in die and strike quality. Collectors appreciate these early-year variations because they capture a moment when Australia's minting capacity was still developing, making the 1967 coins an essential part of the nation's numismatic story. Over the decades, the 1967 20-cent coin has become increasingly rare in high-grade condition. Many of these coins were heavily circulated, used in daily commerce for years, and as a result, pristine examples have become difficult to find. Even in circulated condition, however, the coin's age and historical importance make it extremely desirable. Its surface marks, wear, and natural toning add authenticity and character, transforming what was once an everyday coin into a collector's treasure. Each mark on a 1967 coin tells a story of the hands it passed through and the moments it witnessed in Australia's growing economy. Collectors and investors today seek the 1967 20-cent coin because it represents the dawn of a new monetary era. Being among the first of its kind, it holds a permanent place in the evolution of Australian coinage. It bridges the gap between old and new, between tradition and innovation. While many coins were produced that year, the vast majority have been lost, melted down, or worn beyond recognition. Those that survive in decent circulated condition are cherished as pieces of Australian history, tangible reminders of a transformative decade. The demand for this coin has surged as more collectors enter the market for vintage Australian decimal coins. The 1967 20-cent coin is often one of the first coins sought by new collectors, yet it continues to hold immense appeal for seasoned numismatists as well. Its age, iconic design, and status as a first-generation decimal issue combine to give it a timeless allure. Auction houses and online marketplaces report steady increases in bidding activity for well-preserved examples, especially those with clear details and attractive patina. In the current market, the 1967 20-cent coin commands impressive value depending on condition. Circulated examples generally sell for several dollars, but coins in very fine or extremely fine condition can bring in anywhere between $20 to $60 or more. Exceptionally well-preserved pieces, or those with desirable die characteristics, can fetch even higher prices, sometimes exceeding $100 among dedicated collectors. The strong demand and limited supply have made this coin a reliable investment for those looking to expand their Australian coin portfolios. For collectors wishing to preserve the beauty of their 1967 coins, proper care is key. Since circulated examples often show signs of wear and toning, it is important to store them in a dry, controlled environment to prevent further oxidation. Cleaning should always be avoided, as it can strip away the natural surface that gives the coin its historical integrity. Instead, collectors are encouraged to handle their coins gently and protect them in acid-free holders or capsules. The natural patina that develops on these older coins is part of their charm and contributes to their unique identity. The 1967 20-cent coin's charm lies not just in its metal, but in what it represents, an entire generation's progress and transformation. It stands as a link between the Australia of yesterday and the nation of today. From the intricate lines of the platypus to the timeless elegance of the Queen's portrait, every detail of this coin radiates history, art, and national pride. It has become a living emblem of Australia's strength and creativity, admired both domestically and internationally. In conclusion, the 1967 Australian 20-cent coin is a timeless treasure of the decimal age, a coin that continues to capture hearts and attention decades after it was minted. Even in circulated condition, it remains a sought-after collectible with strong demand and growing market value. Its historical significance, artistic excellence, and rarity make it one of the shining stars of Australian numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, the 1967 20-cent coin is a must-have, a beautiful piece of history that continues to rise in value and prestige year after year. It is not just a coin. It is a story of Australia's identity, legacy, and enduring pride.